Maung Zarni. He is the co-founder of the Free Rohingya Coalition and a fellow at the Genocide Documentation Center of Cambodia. Thanks so much for being with us there in London. You know, Dhaka does not want to absorb the 1 million or so Rohingya refugees into greater Bangladesh. Ideally, they want them to go back to Myanmar. But if they can't, they've decided that this island is a solution. Is it?
No, absolutely not, for a number of reasons. You know, like this relocation initiative came just as the UN has warned all of us that we are in a climate crisis, a planetary suicide. And then this island has been around only for less than 25 years, and never before has there been human habitation, not even Bangladeshi fishermen who know the local climate patterns and geomorphology more than anyone else in the government would ever live on this island. And, you know, the question is, this is not even a solution. This is like, you know, the maximum this island complex, which resembles more like a concentration camp I've been to in like Poland and Germany, than a habitable, friendly environment. Only 100,000 can be optimally accommodated there. That's 1/10. Bangladesh should be putting more effort into getting a coalition of political states within the UN system, including OIC, to try to get repatriation started with Myanmar.
Right. I mean, do you really hold out any hope, though, that Myanmar will ever allow the Rohingya refugees to return home safely?
No, I don't hold any hope. I'm from Myanmar. I am Burmese. I'm Buddhist. I'm from a extended military family. You know, they have, for all intents and purposes, pretty much accomplished what they consider completion of, quote unquote, the unfinished business. That is the presence of Rohingya in the country. So, you know, there are more Rohingya outside from their homeland of Arakan or Rakhine state in Burma than there are Rohingyas left in the country. But, you know, no perpetrators would turn themselves in or like lay down their arm or accept the punishment or accountability unless there is serious accountability, you know, mechanism being kicked in. And actually, the ICJ is proceeding, the International Court of Justice is proceeding with the genocide case filed by the state of Gambia, and the International Criminal Court, again in The Hague, is also already embarked on full investigation of Myanmar's crimes against Rohingya. These are efforts that are being pursued internationally. The only reason that I can speculate, but I do not have the fact, that Bangladesh is pressing ahead with this, you know, this essentially forced relocation of Rohingya onto this, you know, almost uninhabitable island is economic. Economic in the sense that the complex has been built to, you know, at the expense of about 300 to 350 million US dollars. Some big shots in Bangladeshi political establishment are having a kickback from this kind of mega project.
Right.
350 million US dollar. Some people in the government, in the power circle, are getting kickbacks from this. And this is the only explanation I can come up with. I do not have hard facts, but this is what's been discussed among many circles in Bangladesh.
Okay. I mean, we've gotten used to the fact that Myanmar won't really cooperate with, you know, United Nations demands or really any international pressure. They've somewhat long been a pariah state, so it's kind of all the same to them. But Bangladesh is not. And at this point, Bangladesh won't even allow the United Nations, you know, to carry out a safety assessment of this island. As you said, no one's ever lived there. It only emerged from the sea 20 years ago. It's prone to severe flooding and it gets ravaged by cyclones. Why won't they even allow for a basic safety assessment?
Well, that's the thing. You know, like Bangladesh is the state that is on the receiving end of Myanmar's, what you call it, the impact of Myanmar's crimes in the form of, the refugees onto their soil. Bangladesh has consistently turned to every single international forum for humanitarian aid, technical assistance, political support, moral support. The Prime Minister of Bangladesh has been labeled popularly in the country as the mother of humanity, Sheikh Hasina. That is, the label, the honor that has been conferred on her popularly in the country, and she obviously enjoys it. And why would a state that has, over the last however many years, turn to the United Nations for every single type of assistance, is blocking the UN, refusing to cooperate when UN has consistently offered to conduct a basic safety assessment? Even
Right.
Bangladeshi experts in the country themselves said this island is not safe for human habitation. So this is actually an international, not just a moral issue, not just the absence of cooperation from Dhaka with the UN and other agencies around the world. This is actually a violation of an international crime, forced relocation of genocide survivors.
I don't say this trivially. I mean, there's a lot of irony to what Bangladesh is actually doing now. Maung Zarni, unfortunately, that's all the time we have. But thank you so much for speaking to us. We appreciate it.